Hello, friends.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Nope, captions aren't up. Sorry, you guys.
Are they ever?
No, I forget literally every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time. They're up, they're just behind the other window, and they stopped working for some reason unless they're focused. I don't know why. I hate it. We're Not Great RPG, and we're here for the Lost Kings of Adoris once again. Hope you were all having a wonderful week and a great Friday so far. Sarah has fixed the captions. There they are.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, we're going to go around the table, introduce ourselves. Now I'm going to do a quick recap, and we are going to pop into the action.
Mm-hmm. I'm John, and I play Marcus.
I'm Sarah, and I play Dandelion.
I'm Paul, and I play Rin.
I'm Autumn, and I play Twig.
I'm Mike, and I play Mr. Pigeon.
I'm not Lawrence, and I play Shay.
And I'm Don, and I'm the DM for this campaign. I'm going to read the recap from last week's episode, A Caravan of Companions. Rin inspects all three of the flowers that Twig had picked up and reports that they all have the same faint magical aura of necromancy and abjuration. One of them has faint traces of evocation. Nobody in the group is familiar with necromancy or has come across it, though Rin understands the definition of what it does and what it's used for, being a primarily researched magic wielder. They talk more about Oberon, Ron, and Dandelion, and the party asks her how she's going to get home, how she came into Adoris. She tells them that she goes to sleep and then woke up laying in a field of dandelions just a few feet from where Marcus eventually found her searching for her mirror. Marcus says that he plans to inquire about the Iron Crown, whether they've come across similar trinkets to the mirror. Dandelion tells them that Oberon is not the only person that knows the mirror exists, but is the only person that knows it's missing. Rin asks what mirrors do. Dandelion says it probably shows you a reflection. Rin goes to bed. Party finishes dinner and heads to sleep. Rin is bamboozled by Dandelion once again with the tapping on the window, as is tradition.
I'm so offended.
Yeah. Shay goes to his shop to prepare for leaving the next day. The rest of them go to the boards. You guys see the request from Felix Green. You go to him. He's irrelevant. You take the letter that he wants, but it doesn't matter because he has a dog.
That man had a life.
He did, and now he doesn't. Because the dog is all that matters here.
I mean, yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Dog.
that's exactly.
I don't even remember where his letter came.
I know. I didn't write it. I didn't write that in the recap.
Yeah.
I wrote it in the recap, but. Yeah, he's the local woodcutter. They take the letter that he needs to be delivered.
Puppy salesman
Puppy
/ woodcutter.
He wasn't meant to be a puppy salesman.
Why is he breeding dogs?
I catered to your whims. What do you want from me? He didn't even have puppies in my notes. I gave him puppies for you. You're welcome.
He was an enterprising individual.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity, dude.
He just had a dog. And I was like, can I buy your dog? Like, no. But yeah, I've got puppies, sure. He wants to make cash like any man. You know? It's fine.
Puppy mills are bad.
Like any man.
Make sure your breeder is reputable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a breeder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very safe.
That's not...
So they take his letter and a replica that they need to deliver to Resplendent Replicas in Greymore. Marcus buys a dog. They pay him. They go to the fairgrounds. They talk to Elena, which they talk briefly about leaving and pretty much nothing else. She gives their belongings to Mr. Pigeon and Twig. They head to Shay's shop. They go to the Lawkeeper. They drop off the key. They head back to Alistair's Nook. Marcus buys a bunch of stuff for said dog. They head to dinner at the end. Dandelion decides on the name Shimmer for her dragon. Joseph gives Marcus a book that does not contain love letters from Joseph. or to Joseph. It's
About Joseph.
about Joseph. It's an empty journal. I did write it here. He hands him a small leather journal, empty, the pages of which Marcus Shaw had used to write letters to Marcus's mother. It's then given to Marcus, so that way he would use the journal one day to tell his stories and his travels, as well as possibly write letters to someone. It doesn't have
Joseph.
It's not, maybe Joseph. Who can say? Who can
Pigeon.
say the whims and fancies of fate? Who knows? You guys go to bed. You wake up. You harass Joseph a little bit while he makes breakfast. You eat your eggs very quickly. Chop, because you've got to go.
Gotta get on the road.
Got to get on the road. You go and pick up the rolls that you had ordered the day before from the bakery. Marcus requests to drive the caravan. Elena obliges. You guys head eastward out of Lake Mount for a while. You come across a small gate, a man that's sitting there that asks about the contents of your caravan. He gives you a flag to flag that you are a non-merchant caravan and gives you a blue flag to mark your carriage so the guards know who's traveling on the road. You travel for the rest of the day. You set up camp. You cook dinner. Marcus asks if Elena ever had run-ins with unsavory folks. She says yes, but she says that she believes people generally have a reason for the things that they do, and she tries to keep that in mind when she handles the situations that she comes across, and will turn to violence if need be, but that is not her default. She also tells them that she believes Zelidra was not one of those people, incites chaos after Marcus asks about it and seems like he was attempting to do good. Shay inquires about the necromantic magic and indicates that her description of it doesn't sound like it's as bad as it really is. Elena says that she doesn't believe that magic itself is good or evil in the sense that knowledge is subject to the perspective of the writer and the reader. Dandelion has Shimmer fly up into the sky. You see a light. A carriage approaches. You meet Arthur with the words on his carriage, Van Track wares and comforts. He talks to you guys a little bit and asks to share a meal and a drink. He tells you that his name means path traveler. His middle name, which was given to him by an elvish man named Emerald, south of here, way down south, right above the kingdom of Valinor, which Rin says that he knows, and he also says that he knows Emerald. He tells them the story about how his father set up his own delivery company within Fjordain, Old Fjordain, now Arbor. He says that he delivered water and supplies to Kenmare. He remembers some strange symbols on the banner. He draws it for Rin. They ask Arthur for a map of some roads within Arbor, which he is going to give you in the morning. I just don't have it drawn, so you'll get it next week because you don't need it right now, and I don't have it. He tells you guys that along with a coalition of merchants throughout Adoris, he formed the Travelers Guild that he started. They travel the roads of Adoris and provides goods and services to those that need them or that might be lost along their journey. Ren asks if Arthur would travel with them to Southport, and he said that he would, but he will not stay as he only stops in cities for a few hours at the most part to restock his things and then continue on. Marcus asks about potential bandits on the road. Arthur says that sometimes he pays them gold and they allow him to pass. Some are unmarked, but the majority along this stretch of road belong to the Gilded Mask. Rin asks about the necklace that he carries with them. Arthur says that all of the people within Kenmare wore it, but he doesn't know what it is or what it does. He delivered water when he found Kenmare burned. Rin asks if they can talk more about it in the morning. And then Rin goes to sleep, and everybody else goes to sleep. Marcus grabs a scrap of blanket soaked in water, gives it to everybody so that way their scent is on it for his wonderful dog friend to try to find them if they get lost. He asks Arthur privately about a handshake of the travelers, genuine or made up, for Dandelion. Marcus then heads to sleep, holding his dog, leaning against Elena's cart as the rest of everybody else fall asleep in their tents. So, you guys awake the next morning, having slept successfully through the night. You can take a long rest, for those of you that have expended any spell slots or HP or anything. And yeah, you are awakening the next morning, Marcus. The sun just cresting over the trees, just shining on you, and you feel the warmth of it as you are not in a tent, and everybody else, you begin to hear the sounds of the day, the birds chirping, and you awaken in your tents, having slept very peacefully.
You slept outside with me also, right? Mm-hmm. Very good. Yeah, I guess first things first, I'm going to walk my dog. I'm going to walk my dog.
He's having a great time.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's very happy.
Is he doing the thing?
Yeah,
He's doing the thing.
Wiggling,
He's
waggling, zigzagging.
Wiggling, zigzagging, dancing around.
Very good.
He's having a great time.
Yeah.
He's loving it.
Very good. I know. Here you go. You're gonna have my imaginary puppy. It's the best I can give you. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take care of my dog business and then make sure that I start to give him some breakfast and some water in his bowl.
Sure.
And sit outside the wagon and wait for everybody else to wake up.
Yeah. Anybody else doing anything privately in your tents before you awaken? Okay. So we'll say that you guys come out of your tents. You see Elena step out of the carriage where she had been sleeping. She looks to all of you and gathers some things to start preparing breakfast. Good morning, everyone. I hope that you slept comfortably.
Good morning. I was requested to be awoken if there was anything notable that happened in the night.
I will say that you did get awoken 2 separate times, both for leaves that were rolling across the ground. Nothing else of note happened. There was a raccoon as well.
Did it look at all like Mr. Cucumber?
It did not look like Mr. Cucumber, no. It was
Stabbed in the woods like a little fucking raccoon.
definitively lack of bow tie and top hat, and it just lifeless in his eyes. In comparison to in comparison to the magic that lives inside Mr.
I'm
Cucumber.
sorry, magic that lives inside him? Since when?
Yeah, someone detected magic in that man.
Not magic.
What?
Like Disney magic.
You mean sentience?
Yes. It's not. It's not
Metaphorical
not
magic.
Mr. Cucumber. Thank you. Luna pointed that out. It is just Cucumber. You guys are confusing me. It is just Cucumber. There's no Mister in front of it.
All right.
Upon waking to this raccoon, I would have just sat there for like 30 minutes just staring at the raccoon.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else would have woken up at that time, but they would have seen me just staring.
Nah, everybody else is pretty much
Yeah, it was just me
sound asleep.
holding the dog.
Just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anyone else did stir, I would like them to know that they did see me just sitting very still staring at a raccoon.
Understandable. No, everybody else slept through the night successfully. You woke for 30 minutes to watch a raccoon just steal some like scraps of food that were left around. Go back to his home.
Very good.
And you guys are slowly preparing breakfast. You see Arthur's carriage open on the opposite side of the road, and he walks over towards all of you dressed the same way that he was yesterday in his green jacket with his cowboy hat. Morning, friends.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hope you're all doing well. Slept all right?
Well as one can in a tent.
Suppose so. You grow accustomed to it, though. I've spent many a night in a tent. It's not so bad.
Gonna look at him in disbelief.
Just gotta get more pillows, Rin.
I guess. Who's your guy? Who's your pillow guy? Wait, does he actually have
No,
one?
I'll give you a pillow guy.
Yeah, pillow
he's,
plug,
he's in Southport now. He's in Southport, not Southmore.
Southport pillow guy.
Yeah.
Southport pillows.
Dudley Kessel.
Pardon me?
Dudley.
Is that the Southport Pillow Emporium?
Dudley Kessel?
Kessel. Kestle.
What? Oh my. Whatever. It's close enough.
Pillow.
I just feel like we're gonna go to this pillow place. He's gonna be like smuggling drugs in these pillows.
Guy.
Just got a drug running scheme.
Gotta
He
give him
runs
the
a
symbol,
store
right?
within Southport, Dudley's Divine Slumber Sacks. That's off the dome. You're welcome.
Dudley's
mine's pretty
Divine
good.
Slumber Sex.
Yes.
It's a DDSS.
I'm writing this down. This is very important.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, for real.
This is star next to it and everything. All right.
What is it called? Dudley's Divine.
Divine Slumber Sacks.
Sacks, yeah.
Can you spell that for me?
Dudley.
Which one of those words?
All of it.
No.
Okay.
Here you go, Sarah.
3 of those are just words.
I'll walk my dog away to the woods. Just become a fucking mountain hermit, dude. Jesus Christ.
There's nothing wrong with
Careful of pine cones.
Oh, yeah, right?
Be careful with pine cones.
The
Pine cones are
old
fine.
Slumber sack.
There's nothing wrong with pine cones.
They hurt. You ever had a pine cone?
What kind of man is Dudley?
Oh,
I've never had a pine cone.
let me
It hurts.
just recall for a minute.
It's got a human face.
It does.
Tell me a tale of Dudley and
He's
his
a-
divine sack.
He's a portly fellow.
Portly.
Portly.
So there's a cleric, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a second here. Just have to remember.
Uh-huh.
Totally not just ripping it from another NPC.
He's a halfling, obviously.
Oh no.
Portly halfling.
Okay, so we're on track for the drugs.
Uh-huh. Yep.
He's a portly halfling man. He's bald, has brown eyes. He's about 60.
I thought you were going to say 6
6
feet.
feet.
I was going to say, what fucking
He's a
halfling?
huge halfling.
He's very big for his.
He's
for
a
his race.
halfling, halfling and giant.
Yeah. Half halfling, half Goliath.
Just makes a normal-sized person.
When was the last time you saw Dudley?
Oh, it's been a few months.
A few months.
Yeah, it's haven't made my way back to Southport in a few months.
Gotcha.
Yes, he's a wonderful man. Has great work. His pillows are
Divine.
truly divine. Yes.
What's one of these divine pillows run you?
Oh,
typically?
about a gold apiece.
Only that much?
Only that much, yes. If you choose for more fine stuffings and silks for the outer covering of the slumber sack, of course the price would increase. But the base pillow. runs
Does he
about
do
a gold.
embroidery?
He does, yes. If you're looking for.
You can personalize them?
Oh yes, absolutely.
How many of these do you have?
I have
Can't wait to
six.
get you
You
a
have
young
six?
master
Six.
pillow.
Oh,
Just
no.
perfectly stitched
Are
in
they all the
gold
same?
filigree.
Or are they different?
Mine are all the same. They just have my company name on it.
They're exactly the same.
Yes.
Can I see them?
Sure. He walks back over to his garage, and he pulls out one of these tents, and you can see that there is a red pillow that looks to be fairly plumply stuffed full of nice stuffing, and it's got like a gold embroidered edge, and you can see Van Track Wares and Comforts is inscribed in blue thread with a silver outline on this pillow.
Yeah.
Of course. It's extremely comfortable.
I'm gonna roll percentage.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
He's a liar. So 41%. I don't know, kind of medium for a gold.
Well, I like them all the same, but you might go for one of the
Mr. Pigeon, would you like to
fancier
try?
models.
Sure, I'll yeah.
Sure, go
I'll
ahead.
pick it up and just put my
Take it
face
for a
in it.
test ride.
Why are we passing this
Put my
pillow
face in it
around?
and then hold it out for anyone else who wants to
Yeah,
touch
there's
it.
now
I really
some,
hope your face paint's
there
already
is some white face paint on
Sure.
the pillow now,
Yep, I'll take it.
with a deceptive hole where the nose would be.
Oh.
I'm gonna flip it over and then
Mm-hmm.
roll percentage.
That's if you'd like to go for
Gotta
it.
do it. Oh no. It was a 68%.
Oh,
Close.
so
Oh,
close.
you're so close.
So close.
I didn't know you had that.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
It's almost nice.
Almost nice.
Mhm.
Mm.
Alright, that's good. Anybody else? It's really comfortable. I'm gonna gesture it towards Marcus.
I grew up without luxury, but thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll give it back to Arthur.
Thank you. He walks over and throws it back in his carriage and walks back over to you. If you don't mind, I'd love to join you for breakfast. Rin, you said you had some more questions about Kenmare.
Yeah, if you remembered anything else.
Sure. Can suppose tell your friends a little bit about the area. I don't suppose you've told them much.
No.
How much do you remember? I said that you traveled from Valinor, so you would have passed through at least the outer edge of the forest.
Yep.
Yeah. Go there frequently, or just in a caravan?
The edges, not frequently, no.
So you stuck mostly to the inner Alinar forest, then?
And the surrounding thickets with the rangers.
All right. So for those of you that speak Elvish, Alinar means not flame.
Not flame?
Not
like,
flame.
like the word N-O-T?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright. Not lit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Not
must
flame.
have sucked growing up there. What's our...
These woods aren't lit at all.
Not fucking parties that we throw out here, dude. It's a bunch of thickets. Only one C in those, dude.
I know.
Worthless.
He couldn't even spring for the second C.
I do have to write thicket. Thicket. Right. I'll write that down. But yes, the Alinar Forest is so named because of the extremely tall, ash-colored trees with gnarled, extremely thick bark and bright orange and yellow flame-colored leaves. If you haven't told them anything about the trees, Ren, or anything of your home at all,
Just that I'm an emissary.
right? Well, these trees were strange in the sense that you could look down the rows of them for quite a distance and see straight down. They were planted in fairly straight lines at the entrance to the forest, where it met the more normal trees. They're extremely fire resistant, according to Emerald, and very rugged. Did not test that myself due to the
ruggedness or the fire resistance?
both. I didn't spend much time in Kenmare. The trees were a bit further through the rest of the thickets, as Rin alluded to. But the forest outside that lines the remainder of the land in front of the Alinar Forest is called the Whispering Woods. And that is full of tall black oak trees, not black color, physically the species black oak trees, which are just very tall, very thick oak trees. Very little light made it through those trees. Forest is cast in an eerie twilight. It's lit by bioluminescent fungus and shimmery lightning bugs. Very hard to traverse, and full of supposedly dangerous creatures. Haven't come across any in my time, but I didn't spend a ton of time wandering. I did hear the cries and screeches of unrecognizable things, though.
What did they sound like?
Please do.
Was there owls?
Were there any other ones?
There's some more. I'll admit I'm not much of an...
Yes, well, anything you can give us would help, just in case.
Sure.
Even descriptions?
Sure. There's a very low grumbling sound.
Like
Similar to a bear, but much larger. Kind of.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Come on, man.
like a grumble.
Yeah.
Like a
Kind of like that. Like a bear if it was a person.
Like a really upset bear.
Yeah.
Grumpy bear.
Like overpriced trees or something?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good
I'm going to use
impersonation
silent
of it.
image while they're grumbling at each other and just make a bear that is going to, like, puppet their grumble sounds.
When I see that, I am going to thaumaturgy, a bear noise, actual roar from it.
The sleeves just erupt with the roar of a bear.
Jesus Christ, what is that?
It's Mr. Pigeon.
Why did the sound of a bear come from his sleeves?
Oh, he's part bear. Couldn't tell.
Make like a bear.
You're part bear.
You may learn the handshake of a part bear. There you go. Now when you meet a bear, only if it's a part bear. Don't do it to a full bear. Only if it is a part bear can you do the handshake of a part bear.
I usually would run from a full bear.
Would a full bear not respect the part bear handshake?
Depends on the bear.
Black bear, yes.
It's only
grizzly
one way
bear.
to find out.
Perhaps
Yeah,
we
make
could
him back down.
run some experiments with bears in the future. See what
Experiments.
Experiments. Very
Wow.
Subtle, but nice.
I'm sure you'll come across some in your travels. They're
cool. Bears
fairly... Yes, bears. They're
on the
fairly-
road.
Not on the road, but if you go into the forests at all, they're
Yes,
fairly common.
Of course.
Point to my image.
There's one right there on the road.
That's right.
Very
Great.
well done, Dandelion.
Um,
Any
Well-
other noises we should look out for?
Well, the
We
reason
have the who
it was
band,
The grumble,
was that.
grumble.
and then the
the
grumbles.
grumbling. There's some
Less popular.
very high-pitched screeching as well.
Such as.
Oh, I really can't.
Please.
Oh, that's scary.
It was very similar to the first one.
That's just scarier.
Yes, much
Lots of an
scarier.
owl
A
sound.
little higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the reason it's called the Whispering Woods is supposedly there are dryads that live within the trees.
I don't remotely know what those are.
They're humanoid creatures made of bark and bright-colored leaves.
A
Pinks
tree
and-
person.
Kind of, but with very bright-colored leaves on their bark skin, like pinks and blues and purples. Almost magical in a sense.
All right.
And they whisper.
They do.
What
They
do they
Tell
whisper?
stories.
just unintelligible sounds. Not a language that I know.
I mean, I don't know a language. Am I familiar with dryads?
Mm-hmm.
Do they speak a language that I would recognize, such as Sylvan, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
They speak words,
That's good to know.
stories.
Also good to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You've seen some of these?
Yeah.
What do they say?
Depends on. No, not usually. Not usually that.
Oh.
It's-
Why?
Where?
My skin.
What?
Yeah, they. It depends on what they're talking about.
So they're like a people.
Kind of.
Very good.
Tree people, yes.
Triple.
Just one after another tonight.
Yes.
You're setting them up.
Suppose you could call them tree people.
We gotta burn that chair.
It's the puncher.
They would peer out from behind the trees,
Dear God.
see them out of the corner of your eyes, and as soon as you'd look towards them, they would be gone.
Sounds like they're playing games.
Sure. That.
Or they might be shy.
I'm not sure.
Yes, I think it's best we give them the benefit of the doubt until we meet some, and then you have a chance to speak with them and learn the handshake of a dryad.
I don't think they have hands.
Good God.
They did have hands.
Everything I hear of these creatures, just the slipperiest of slopes, and every attempt I make to pickaxe my way back up just beat on me out, man.
They did not seem malevolent in any way.
That's
they
good.
Often hear the sounds of quiet laughter as I would turn to look towards them.
Giggle in the woods.
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
Did you do
yeah.
something funny in front of them?
I just looked in their direction.
They might have thought that was funny.
I suppose so. They did disappear.
Is breakfast ready?
Elena just looks up. Yes, if you'd like to
Perfect.
take some.
Eggs?
Yes, of course.
Over easy.
Yes.
No.
Not this time.
Well, maybe. 9.
You're able to do it, but it's not stealthy. But you're able to do the thing.
Oh, it cracks a little bit.
Yeah, and it
That's
it
fine.
starts to like crack right as you like get it to your mouth.
Worthless.
Next time.
But the whispering and the laughing was almost a comfort. It was the sheer silence when all felt quiet, no breeze, no cries of monsters, no whispers. Just the crunch of carriage tires against dirt, the sound of hooves against rocks. That was when it started to get terrifying. When you thought you'd go mad from the sheer silence and nothingness, the whispering and the laughter would return. You'd continue on. It's a very peculiar place. The journey through those woods It's fairly tough, about a half day's ride to get to Kenmare. Wasn't the distance, but the speed at which you could move through those trees and how long it took to navigate through the thick roots and winding paths. Were several ways to go through it, but very easy to get lost if you didn't know where you were going. Rained a lot as you got closer to Kenmare. Sounds of booming thunder echoing out above. And the day that I made my way to Kenmare that I alluded to last night, Rin, I rode towards the forest, as I had done every month for the last year or so. Cool, crisp air of Marpanoth, which is the calendar month immediately following this one, equivalent to October. Settling in for the season, was bundled up to stave off the cold. I remember my breath fogging up in front of me and drifting behind the carriage like smoke. Unlike the other trees throughout Adoris, the trees of the Whispering Wood did not change color, the oranges and browns that you would normally see around the season. They stayed a bright emerald color. And as I approached the forest that day, I saw black smoke in the distance, the northwestern edge of the tree line. I thought somebody had lit a fire while camping and it had perhaps gotten out of control. I directed my carriage over there to see if I could help, but as I got closer it was very apparent that the smoke billowed from deep within the wood. And as I rounded one of the small hills that was blocking my vision, I came face to face with something that I will not forget. A line of trees, 15 foot wide, scorched and burnt, reduced to ash, straight through to Kenmare. Not a branch or remnant of those trees left. Just billowing piles of ash.
Are those the trees that can't catch fire?
No, those were further in, within the inner forest, past Kenmare. I tried to direct my carriage through, but the sheer amount of ash made it impossible to traverse, sinking in spots and masking the terrain and puffing up as we rode. I directed my carriage into the trees and continued the way that I know. And when I arrived, I found Kenmare scorched, razed almost entirely to the ground. No bodies. The soil stained red with blood seeping deep into the earth. No signs of the 200 or so people that occupied Kenmare. Not a track, not a trace, save for a single set of deep marks that dragged deep into the tree line. Someone grasping, clawing at the ground. The trail leading along where the ash was had been... the tracks seemed like they'd been intentionally covered or removed. It was far too smooth and level. There's no sign of footfalls. The only sign of people in Kenmare was the small baby boy that couldn't have been more than 6 months old that Merle had found along the tree line covered in leaves, not making a sound. You were all that was left, Ren.
I'm aware.
I rode into Kenmare. Emerald and his men immediately surrounded me, but quickly realized that I was not a threat. We used the water that I'd brought to put out the remnants of the smoldering village. Some of his men went along the path, the ash-burned path, and put out the remaining embers. We searched the village for any sign of what caused this or why, and we found very little. Aside from the carving in the trees that you asked about, that you had the inscription of, and a concentration of force around the stone church at the village's center. Everyone in the city had those necklaces, Ren, even the children. I don't know what they are or why they wore them, but they kept them on at all times.
I don't know what it's for.
I don't know.
I didn't always wear it. Sometimes take it off. Didn't really feel any different. I don't know what's special about it. Just a holy symbol, maybe.
I suppose it's possible they all had it on. The only other thing that was common within the city was the symbol that was on the herald flags, the banners that ran up the central street to the church. Stained glass window in the church matched that as well.
You said this church building wasn't destroyed?
Not destroyed. Most of the rest of the village was made of clay and wood, but this church was made of stone. The wooden bits within the church were burned. The stained glass window was shattered, but the structure itself mostly remained. That was clearly where the concentration of whatever caused this took place, but the foundation stood.
So the windows were blown out then?
Blown in.
Blown in?
Yes, the glass laid on the inside through the front door, which had been kicked in. They seemed like such a simple people. Certainly a bit odd, but simple. Small houses made of hand-shaped clay bricks, wood. Modest lodgings.
Hand-shaped. Shaped by hand.
Yes. Not with a metal framing for the clay. A little bit odd shaped, clearly done by hand.
I thought you meant they were shaped like hands.
Oh
for a
no,
second.
God. That would have been really bad.
Just bricks that are like...
Like, how
Oh
does
no,
Holding
that's cursed. Oh
How
no.
does that even work?
just like
Very cursed.
Just one after another.
mhm.
Like a log cabin, but a log church with hands. Oh, yeah, that's
Log church is not good.
no.
It's like Lincoln Logs, but just hands. Hate it.
Oh
No,
wow,
it's bad.
that's so
really
cursed.
bad. And
So, Kenmare was not a part of. I'm trying to remember the area. Arbor. It's the closest.
I don't think it was a part of any kingdom. I'm fairly certain that very few people even knew it existed. It resided in the land that was technically controlled by Arbor, I suppose, but it was so buried within that forest that people did not often wander through. I was one of the only outsiders that went there. The children always seemed to be happy when I arrived. I'd bring them toys from Briarwood. I only spoke with a few people, namely James that I mentioned. He's the one that traveled to Briarwood and found my father and asked him to deliver goods.
He was the only one you were familiar with?
And the bar owner, Evelyn. Didn't stay much, it being a half-day's ride. I needed to get back so I could work the next day. Only ever stayed there for a few hours at a time. I am sorry what happened to your people.
Well, thank you for the little bit of information you've given me. I don't mean to press your memory.
It's alright, if I'm able to help in any way, I would certainly love to do so. I don't know what caused that horrible act. Just such simple people. They didn't even have an inn. Just a tavern, a general store, and a school, a hunter's guild, and a church. Church was the largest building in the village.
Just gonna kind of slump over my eggs. Eat them.
Okay.
What forest specifically is Kenmare technically considered in?
The Whispering Woods.
Whispering Woods?
Yep. Yeah, and then under that.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm good.
Okay.
Valinor, Whispering, Kenmare inside, Briarwood above Kenmare.
Yep.
West is Mistlands.
Correct. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And were we given the sigil of Kenmare that was on those flags or no?
Yeah, he has it.
I got it.
That was the.
The horn?
No,
Thing,
it's
the
the.
lights. That is the sigil of Kenmare.
Yes.
Those are also the markings that were in the trees?
No. If you want to show them the markings, because you had shown it,
Yeah.
yes, last time.
They're somewhere. Ah, here we go.
Mountain?
Is this how it was in the tree?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to draw this for me while you guys can also still see it. Fucking like candle shape in the middle? No, it fucking completes the lower half of that shit.
Don't get mad because your drawing's bad.
No, my drawing is bad, but I feel like that's totally fine in this instance in which puzzle making doesn't require me to have valued hands. Cool. Everybody else good? Do you want a picture of it or you good?
I'm good.
Cool. Here you go. So that looks more handily. Alright. Yeah, 100%. The one in the center is a different shape.
Yeah, I guess it is.
And it looks like it's the concluding part of one of these, like, fucking bolts because of the jagged protrusion and the way it jets upwards. But that's fine. I'll do my thing.
Oh, shit.
7 seconds!
No, I didn't notice that in the center.
Uh-huh.
I just thought it was, your bad hands.
No, I put a lot. I put a lot of time into drawing that. That is very specifically drawn.
Shit. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. It's not necessarily something that you can solve or understand right now, but the drawing is very specifically drawn.
Okay.
John's is bad. but it is.
Thanks,
I
man.
tried, but you know what it is.
Oh, you mean the one that you gave me,
Yes.
not my
No.
interpretation of
Yes,
it, which
no.
is
Also
100% terrible, Don.
Yeah, you
It's
kinda-
horrible.
I definitely thought you meant his drawing because.
That looks like
Oh
a-
my
It
god!
looks like a masked man. I hate that I can't do it.
It looks
but
like one of those cells that they cut in half in the science books.
My
where they
amoeba.
have the, yeah.
Let
No,
me see it again.
the drawing that
Listen,
I gave you.
it's all there.
Yeah, it's
okay?
right there. What do you
I
mean?
think these are a little
it's
less
so- it's right there.
pointy and they're a little more like.
You might as
All
well
right.
draw a
Fine.
smiley face.
I'm
in the
not
middle.
perfect. I'm sorry.
No. No, the drawing that I
No,
gave you
so
for
close.
yours
Yeah, the
is
shadow.
recognizable but harder to draw because of all the lines and stuff. But
I was super close.
his is specifically drawn like that, but harder to decipher what it is.
I really thought it was just a strand of Christmas lights, and I was like, "We celebrating?"
I mean,
soon?"
it kind of is. It's thorns. What is that but just foresty Christmas
This is
lights?
clearly the Batman under the mountain.
You solved it. It's already done.
It's the Batman and the mountain. Batman under the mountain. I don't know what more you need to know here.
Or is it the mountain man and the mountain
His
symbol?
His parents are dead.
Mountain bull.
He's the Batman.
He lived in a spooky forest.
He's the young master.
No master. Bruce Wayne.
Writes itself. Bruce Wren.
His full name's Bruce
I'm gonna
Wren.
start hunting criminals in the night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's bandits! Wow! You're actually gonna hide criminals in the night?
Vigilante justice.
Local,
Stay tuned.
What is
tuned.
D&D if not
local
vigilante
young master
justice?
beats poor people in the night.
It's not Batman, but it might be the
But
bat.
it is.
It might be the bat on the mountain. You never know. Bat out of hell. Who knows?
I'm gonna go back to my things.
Okay.
I presume that neither of those symbols means anything to any of us.
Make a history. Or
History
make
check.
A
religion
Make
check.
a religion check.
I mean, they're the same. It's actually good. It's a 19.
So you would recognize that the top half of that vaguely resembles the symbol for the god Talos.
The top half of the
Symbols.
The mountain.
Not the mountain, the bolt things.
the other thing.
Yes.
God damn it! Why do I keep putting it away?
And you would know, of course, that Talos is the god of storms.
And you have a necklace with you, literally, that's that.
No, his is
No,
like a
his
horn
is an
thing.
upside
You
down.
have
It's like a
someone.
crescent.
It looks like a cookie.
But you have something that you're actually showing us. What
Yes.
is it? It's
Yes,
like
yes.
a drawing of it.
Yeah, Arthur drew that for him.
This is
Gotcha.
something Arthur drew.
Arthur
This was
drew.
something that was given to me by Emerald.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
Arthur
Arthur
drew
drew
this from memory.
Gotcha.
Yes.
How reliable is that memory?
He seems pretty sane.
For now.
He's got those good pillows.
Maybe
gets
he
good
just
night's
really
sleep.
likes Talos, and he's like, it's kind of like this.
That's
Talos.
definitely Talos the whole time. I'm still just slumped over my eggs eating them.
I'm feeding some of my eggs to Shimmer,
Okay.
and then also some of my eggs to the puppy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll leave the puppy with you right now.
Just
And then
pacing.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'll
Doing
give
math.
I'll give half my
Rumbling.
eggs to the puppy, half my eggs to Shimmer, and then I'll wind up eating the mushrooms that I brought.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of egg.
Sure.
The laxative mushrooms are the good ones.
No.
Yeah, definitely those ones.
Please.
Or the ones that.
Please clarify.
Yeah, or the
Feeding
mushrooms
the
that make you
laxative
eat
ones
all
to
of the
the
other mushrooms.
Please
Okay.
don't give my dog shitting
No,
mushrooms.
first of all, your dog didn't get any mushrooms.
Okay.
Second, these are the mushrooms that I bought specifically to
Oh,
consume.
okay, for the eating. Okay. That's
So the eating mushrooms.
These are
Okay.
none of the
Make
found
sure you don't mix
mushrooms.
them up in the pack.
okay, good.
Same bag, shake it.
Oh shit! Which one doesn't? Whatever.
They all look very different.
It's like a party game.
Mhm.
1/3 chance.
These are the large mushrooms that I specifically requested
Mm-hmm.
in order to eat.
Yeah, you eat your large mushrooms and some eggs, and you feed some to the dog as well.
And to the dragon.
And to the dragon.
Don't forget the dragon.
Oh God,
How do you forget?
it's right there. When I close my eyes, he's Harry Potter. Help.
After I feed Shimmer, he's just gonna go and sit on Rin's head.
No.
Arthur, my good man,
Yes.
when you would make your travels to Kenmare, would someone come out to greet you? Would you typically have an emissary or representative from Kenmare who would accompany you on your journey, or someone who would meet you outside in the Whispering Woods?
For the first few trips, I was met by James.
At the edge of the Whispering Woods?
Yes. Afterwards, I was able to make my own way, but the first few times I was guided.
Were you ever given anything to protect you from these potentially dangerous creatures? As a man who was trading with Kenmare with some sense of consistency for water that we do not know what purpose resulted, they clearly needed you.
Yes, he did give me one of those necklaces.
Indeed. Do you have it on you?
I think so.
Was it in your wagon?
Yeah, I can get it.
Very good.
Walks back over to his carriage, and you hear him like rustling around on some things for a few moments, and he comes back out holding it. I forgot that I had this. It's been so long. Holds it up. You see the same thing that Ren has, tied with a leather band around the center.
Do you still need this?
I don't think so. I don't travel down there. You're welcome to it if
If there is, in some instance, we do find ourselves in the location of the Whispering Woods, it would be nice to have at least some potential boon to protect one of us, should we find someone is more, I guess you could say, vulnerable to the effects of the Whispering Woods.
Sure.
Could also be beneficial to give to Dandelion as the emissary who might speak with these sylvan creatures on our behalf. I'll put that in my pocket. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Safety necklace.
Are they, is it
For
magical?
Sarah in the future. I'll just call you Future Sarah. That's easier. Yeah.
Talk to some trees.
Not have
Marcus.
them eat you.
Marcus,
Who wouldn't even?
Yes.
could I?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna compare them.
Yeah, they're identical.
Are they magic?
Not like exactly.
Yeah, are they identical in terms of like craftsman stones, where these are like cookie press coming out, or are these still just like the same general
it's the
shape?
same shape.
Same
like you can
turquoise
see that,
stone?
Yeah, same turquoise
Okay.
stone. They're almost identical in the sense of they were definitely crafted either
Gotcha.
by the same person or using the same method.
Okay.
Yours is on a chain. This one has a leather band wrapped around the center that is then tied.
Okay.
I feel any different as I'm holding both.
You feel the same.
The same.
Yeah. But that same like comforting feeling that you get from yours, you also get from this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it magic?
I mean, I'm assuming I would know.
Yeah, abjuration.
Okay. Yes. Marcus, do you want to hold on to it?
Oh, yes, if you don't mind.
Good to you.
Thank you.
You were found with yours?
Yes.
Yeah, it was in like a little bassinet thing under some leaves along the trees. That's where Emerald found him. Just-
Almost as if somebody knew that whatever happened to the town was coming.
Maybe. Maybe it was luck.
Perhaps.
From what Emerald said, it seemed to have been placed there pretty, not haphazardly, but quickly. It was mostly covered, but If anyone had looked deeper, I'm sure they would have found him. They're lucky he didn't make a sound.
Outside of the path of devastation.
Yes.
Interesting.
You had said 15 trees wide in a line backwards?
15
or
feet.
15 feet.
Yeah, 15 feet across, straight down, raised, and a path straight for Kenmare.
This
I wasn't sure if you said trees or feet.
Yeah, yeah.
this symbol that you've drawn, you said this was on the buildings.
Yes, they had long, like herald flags hanging on posts down the central path within the city, along with the stained glass.
A portion of this looks like a symbol for Talos.
Is that
If you
a
look
god?
at it, anybody? No? Does
I'm not a
anybody-
religious man.
Well, it's a storm god.
Elena looks up at you saying storm god. Storm god.
Up to you also if either the cleric or the paladin.
Uh,
For any sense of recognition. Obviously personalized
Sure.
because of my backstory. I don't know your backstory. I don't know whether or not paladin or cleric.
I would say.
Or even, you know.
I don't know what I
Or
know.
anybody in general, depending on the prevalence of the religion.
Yeah,
for where
I
it's
would
localized.
say you would know, and you would know.
No, definitively?
You would know of Talos.
Does she also just know of Talos or does she know something different than I do?
She knows just of Talos. Just the fact that he is the storm god.
Yes, a storm god. Yes.
Ren, you do remember your reading?
My what?
Your palm reading? I saw storms in your line.
Yes.
Future storms, though. Yes.
I don't know what it meant. Just that there were and would be storms in his central line in his palm.
Interesting.
I won't lie to you. I really just humored you. I didn't think anything of the readings.
I understand.
But not to offend.
No,
I only did it for you.
Yeah, it's kind of just. But this seems more than coincidence.
some people don't understand the readings or fully comprehend what it offers. It can be vague. Some of it is observation, and some of it is a little bit of divination. So it's not a perfect science. It's magic.
Just gonna squint at her. And shrug.
The Alinar woods were localized inside of the Valinar woods, correct? We were told, Alinar in terms of the type of tree, what description was given to us in terms of where those Alinar trees were?
So you have,
Kind of like a hand.
yeah, kind of like a hand.
It's like a hand.
Damn it.
So you have the like clear land of arbor here.
Or the
Below
fingers.
that is the thicker whispering wood trees that
The
wrap
knuckles.
like this.
Uh-huh.
Kenmare is in those trees,
Mm-hmm.
and inside of that is the Alinar woods and the kingdom of Valinar back there.
Inside of the Whispering Woods.
Yes, inside of the
So the
like
Whispering Woods
wrap.
is big.
Yeah. It's on the
Rub bag.
main map, which I may not have printed, but it is in Discord.
That's fine. I think I got it. Looks like some kind of horrifying Cyclops monster now that I look at it.
That's fine. Don't read into it.
That's cool.
Gone.
Yep, Cyclops monster.
There's even a lake where the eye would be.
Oh shit.
You delivered water.
Yes, mostly water. A little bit of food, not much though. They mostly hunted for themselves. In a small hunting guild, but yes, mostly water. Some incense and herbs and things, but mostly water. Large kegs of it.
on this map, 2 is Kenmore, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And then 1 is Alinar?
One is their like kingdom.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, now I actually see the Cyclops. Okay.
Dude, right?
Wow. That's a really fucked up
Yeah,
eye.
dude. When I drew it, it just.
It's like,
It's
wait,
like
that's a...
Grimace got real pissed at somebody and lost an eye. I hate it.
What the?
Look at it.
You gotta give it teeth.
What woods are you from?
Grimace is in the woods.
Oh,
He's whispering to us about the burger stuff.
You drew teeth on it, and now it just looks like a Meeseeks.
It does actually.
He just whispers about the dollar
Kill
nuggets and
me.
fries. The coupons. And
the
that
crack
he's
nuggets.
whispering that the McRib is back
It's good to know,
in
dude.
December, and I won't go on keto until I eat one of those.
oh my.
And then I will.
Out of pain.
Because I feel like I've died after consuming them. And I'll
It's not
never
real
eat it
food.
again.
Listen, minimum 3. Okay, you gotta just that once.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
That
And then I
Oh
sleep.
my God.
I sleep for 2 days.
So
First
that's a
day.
Friday activity. And then,
That's a Christmas break activity. I'm gonna be off of work.
miracle.
I'm gonna be off of work. This is gonna have to be after Oshwamp. I wake up the next morning, bang out 3
Gone.
McRibs, done till Friday.
Go straight back to bed.
Yep.
Coma.
Uh-huh.
Wake up a week later.
Exactly. It's
Time
fine.
for keto.
could you imagine?
Never again.
Uh,
Because they won't be back for another 3 years.
Where did he say he delivered the water from again? Sorry. I just
from Briarwood.
Briarwood.
Yes. Yeah, it's the closest city nearby to the north on the western side of Arbor.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I still don't know what the storms in your lines mean, but it appears there is something deeper there, Rin. I'd
Maybe.
be shocked if it's a coincidence.
Shocked. I'm gonna throw things at people. It's likely not.
As things rarely are.
Do we know anything else about storms in terms of world lore? Any relevance? Any places that experience storms more frequently? Any places that specifically worship a storm god?
Not that you're aware of.
Well, it was a place.
That's what happens when you worship the storm. Sometimes it
Yeah,
takes.
take it.
Sometimes it giveth. sometimes
Gotta
it
ride the
taketh.
lightning ball.
Was it common to encounter much rain en route to Kenmare?
As you got close to the city, absolutely, or the village, absolutely. Less so around the outskirts, a normal amount, but it was raining fairly frequently as I approached my monthly journey.
Did the dense canopy of the Whispering Woods prevent the rain from reaching Kenmare? Certainly they must have lived at least in some kind of a clearing.
They did live within a clearing, yes. It semi-protected the rain. Some of the trees hung over a portion of it, some of the larger branches, but it was in a clearing within the forest, yes. Not protected completely by the rain, no. Not like not bad storms, just kind of a like moderate drizzle with some thunder whenever I would approach. The thick canopy in the forest itself did keep most of the rain out. It would take a while for it to drip down.
Like a constant rain.
Kind of.
For people that needed to import water.
What were they doing with the water?
No
Maybe
idea.
they need the storms.
So Suppose so. If part of that symbol is a storm god, I assume that's not a crazy assumption.
They needed the water to make the rain.
That's
Just somebody up in a tree. Pouring the water.
Worst! Ow! They just have long sheets of metal that they're hitting for the thunder, which is why there's no metal to make the bricks for the houses. Writes itself. They're just wiggling metal sheets.
I get stuck on wiggle duty again.
I hate this town. Somebody should burn it.
Damn it, I wish somebody would burn it.
All we need to do is miss one shipment of water and we can light this place up.
they actually all just decided to leave. That's why none of their bodies were found.
Yeah, let's get out. They burned it and left.
Forget this.
Tired of wiggle duty.
We don't want this kid anymore. Put him in the woods.
The wolves get him.
If we don't leave at least one kid behind,
We'll
they'll know that we left on
We'll
purpose.
soak the ground with blood so nothing will grow and no one will come back here. And we'll leave him here for the monsters to eat.
There you
Oh my
go.
God.
An offering.
Right? Dude, to the Cyclops, to Grimace. You were supposed to be eaten.
Listen, if Grimace wasn't in the woods, he's in the woods now.
We run into Grimace on 1v1.
No, if he was
Nobody
supposed to
step
be
in.
offered to Grimace and he wasn't taken by Grimace,
This is just about me and Grimace now here.
Grimace is
Nothing
gonna
else
go on a
matters
rampage.
in my story. Just me and Grimace. Let's go.
That make you a McNugget.
A McMaster. A young McMaster. Ugh.
It's the fucking Grimace in the woods, man. Fucking like purple Bigfoot. Like,
Listen, I didn't conjure the Grimace, okay?
That was John.
I'm not going to say I conjured it. I'm just going to say I became aware of its presence.
Exactly. You drew the map
channeled it.
and you noticed
He passed the
Grimace.
perception check and
I don't
there he
think
was.
I don't think I channeled it. I think he chose me as his emissary.
He's your patron.
A Grimacary.
Hey, you're now
Grimace
Warlock, your
there.
patron is Grimace.
That's fine, dude. I'll fucking multi. I'm right in the field for it anyway.
Hexblade, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
deep one.
Definitely the deep one. Definitely the deep one, for sure. Oh, Lord.
That's a mood, dude.
Gotta go.
Right?
Anyway,
Mm.
so wiggle duty, backtracking, raining. Okay, right, raining all the time. Storm gods, yes.
Water.
Yes.
Yes, what do they do with the water?
What do they do with the water?
You probably put it in the sky. So that it can fall.
That makes sense.
How?
I'm not the one doing it. I don't know.
Have you ever seen somebody put water in the sky?
People do all sorts of weird things.
Have you seen this weird thing?
Not that one, no. I haven't seen that weird thing, right?
No.
Didn't think so.
No, you
not a chance.
But I've seen many weird things.
Yeah, you definitively know what dryads are and have seen them. They sound like how Arthur described them.
I like dryads, right?
Elena, why do
Yes.
you know of Talos? From where did you hear?
It's just one of the gods that I've studied about. I know a fair few of them just from my travels for people that have worshipped them, and not yet found one that worships Talos, but I mostly stayed in the Two Kingdoms. I simply jumped at the fact that storms being
Yes,
mentioned.
connected.
Yes.
Certainly. Curious things.
Indeed, it's not often that I'm around to see the things that I predict through people's palm readings come to light. I don't often travel with people whose palms I read, so this is slightly new territory for me.
Certainly. How much longer do we have on the journey to Southport?
You have 2 days. Yeah, you have one more rest and then a partial day's journey.
I mean, I think if everyone has done breakfast, we should get back on the road.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Probably.
I'm gonna help start cleaning up camp.
Sure.
Where? Where is Valinor?
South.
South?
far south. The edge of Adoris to the south, against the sea.
Sounds pretty far.
It is quite a journey. But your friends made it, so not impossible.
Did have a ride.
That does help.
I do know one story about the elves in Valinor.
And what is that?
It's. Do you want me to?
Sure.
I'm just gonna. It's a story that Oberon told me. All right, time to just read.
Mm-hmm.
It's about. How do you say that?
Leopold.
Leopold, the Swift. And it says that he trained armies of the Valinor elves in their first wars against the other races before the war with the gods. And in that war, he fought side by side with his human love, Liliana, both of them wielding a single blade each. His blade was named Storm, and hers Wind. During the fight with the gods, on the top of the Billowing Peaks mountain range, Liliana was slain. Leopold took up her blade and wielded both Wind and Storm, channeling his love for her, whispering the poem that she would sing to their young half-elven son Percy, as tears fell from his face. In doing so, he channeled his magic through their blades and began to move swiftly about the battlefield, striking down those around him with a combination of magic and his blades. He was crucial in the battle against the gods, slaying numerous enemies with his powers. He then went on to train the other Valinor elves in the art of blade singing, discovered on that holy mountain, channeled by his love. His fighting style and his gifts have been bestowed upon the Valinor elves and are widely used to this day, and his love for Liliana? Was that?
Mm-hmm.
You changed her name halfway through the story.
Did I?
Yeah.
Just forgot the A.
I guess it is. His love for Liliana never faded until the day he died, and it's rumored that he was buried side by side with her, with Wind, her with Wind and him with Storm.
I actually think I changed her name from that and didn't change it to yours.
Thanks. What's her name?
Yeah, because
What's her name?
I changed it online. I didn't realize you'd printed it. It's Gail.
Gail. Her name is Gail. Forget all that.
Same story, different name.
But you kept
Gail.
mentioning storms. I don't know many stories about this world, but I've heard that one.
I've heard of it.
What are the swords' names? He
Wind.
had Storm and she had what?
Wind.
Wind.
Is their son still called Percy?
Yeah. God, I hope so.
It is.
It is.
Is he still called Leopold?
I was following
No, I
along.
didn't change that. I only changed her name. I didn't realize you'd printed it.
Of course I printed it.
It's in Google Docs for a reason.
I mean, I can't...
Yeah, I know.
To be honest, I can't find it, so.
I was following along.
Yeah, thank you.
You only changed her name.
Yeah.
It's a story told to the children of Valinor. Bedtime story. I know it.
Just keep talking about storms, so... Since that's where you're from, and also from Valinor.
Odd that this Oberon would know it.
He knows a lot of stories. He's very smart.
Tell you any other ones?
Yeah.
Like?
He told me a story about Ronan, the Wolfkin,
I don't
and
think I've heard that one.
probably some others. I'm sure.
Huh.
A lot of stories. Some about the summer courts.
I'm fairly certain I've already done a history check on Oberon. I did not know him, right?
Correct.
Okay. Very interesting.
He's very good at telling stories.
Apparently. I'm just gonna rub the turquoise in my hand. Nervously.
We can continue this discussion on the road. In the carriage.
Sure.
We should start packing up. We can get up and
Okay.
start gathering whatever of my stuff I had out to sleep.
Yeah,
You guys
I'll
gather
also
everything
start
up?
Packing up my tent.
Sure. Yeah, you pack up all of your stuff. You stuff it back into the carriage that is being pulled behind the main carriage. And Arthur walks to all of you and tips his hat. It was very nice getting to talk to all of you. Appreciate you sharing a meal. I'm sure I'll see you in Southport, or at least when we stop for the night again. Fairly certain we'll be riding at roughly the same speed, so don't imagine we'll get too far from each other.
Stay close by.
Will do. Thank you all for your company. I'm truly sorry for what happened to your people, Rin.
Thank you. There's no reason to apologize.
He tips his cowboy hat at all of you and heads back to his carriage, and you all pile into your carriage, and
Yeah, I'm gonna drive again with my puppy.
Can I get a handshake for him?
You didn't. He does, before I forget, the handshake of a traveler. So as you would expect, it starts with walking, traveling. Then you flatten your palm and twist the plane. Then you connect your hands together in the air. And you bring them down like this. And you walk again. That is the handshake of the people from my guild. Should you come across another of my members, they'll use that and you'll know that you're safe.
Get a square deal.
Sorry?
Get a
Oh, yes, of course.
monetary discount.
Yes,
Very
yes,
good.
of course. Yes.
It's an important one to remember.
It's like a loyalty card.
Yes.
Thank you, Arthur.
Of course. See you all on the road. He
Mm-hmm.
walks back over to his carriage and starts crackling down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus, you're driving again with your puppy?
Yeah.
Very good. You guys pile in. You begin traveling further down the road. Travel for a few hours without incident. And you then come across... well, I'll have Elena talk first, I guess. Seems like a very nice man, Arthur.
Indeed.
He does seem nice.
It's very interesting that he knew things about your past, Rin. Tragic story of your people.
He's a traveler.
Indeed. Suppose we'll discover more. I'm sure there's information out there to be found.
Hopefully.
If you are heading to Greymoor, there is the archives.
I plan to look
there's
there.
Something.
Hopefully.
And at least now you know that it might be semi-religious. There's that too.
Yeah, didn't know that before, so provided valuable information, although not much.
Yes. Well, to the road.
She knocking back.
Mm-hmm.
What? No. What is she knocking back?
From a little flask.
Oh.
Her daily dose.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys continue traveling down the road for a few hours. About midday, you come across a set of wooden like spikes that are blocking your path in front of you. And you can see that Arthur's caravan is stopped a few feet in front of you. You can see that there are several men standing on either side of this barricade. And you can see that a carriage pulled off to the side of the road. There is a older gentleman in his mid-30s sitting on the outside of the carriage step. And one of the men walks up to your carriage. Evening, gents.
I'm assuming I'm the one driving, so
You
I'm
are.
the one he's speaking to.
Yes.
What's a gent?
Can I help you?
You can. Need to pay the road tax.
I'm unfamiliar with such a thing.
Well, it's a tax for traveling on this here road that we control. 10 gold per occupant of your carriage.
Who is we? This is communicable road between Lake Mount and Southport.
It is.
City road.
It is.
Understood.
But we control this area of it. And thus we collect the tax.
All right. 10 gold per occupant.
10 gold per occupant.
Very good.
And the man sitting on the caravan stands and leers in your direction. Hold a second, boys. He steps down. You can see that he's got a belt, like a leather belt across his chest with a few daggers wedged into it. He's got a large, like dark leather coat that descends down to his feet.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like dirty blonde hair, brown eyes. Looks to be in his mid-30s, and he walks over to you. You look mighty familiar.
Not for someone who's been in these parts, I shouldn't.
Your armor looks familiar.
Certainly. I suppose it might. Mine now.
You his boy?
Yeah, of course. Suppose you've had run-ins with the old man?
Not me. Father.
Oh, your father?
Former military man.
Interesting. As was mine. Why was yours former? I know why mine was.
Well, my grandfather was a general of the Fjordanian army. My father, up-and-coming younger soldier, skilled at combat. As you might have guessed, my grandfather drilled it into him as my father drilled into me.
Understood.
And my father joined the military when my grandfather was killed. Skirmish with invaders from across the sea.
Understood.
Guess your father noticed the skills of mine. Took him under his wing.
Seems reasonable.
Made him his right-hand man.
Again.
But when your father abandoned his post, my father was left in charge of a rather difficult and strategic mission against barbaric tribes to the north, which was a failure.
It's already here.
A lot of men died. My father was stripped of his military rank and ejected from the Fjordanian army. Fjordanian crown may have taken my father with their incompetence. And they took my father because of yours. When the last drop of liquor left the bottle, fell to the floor, and he kicked the chair out from under him.
Your father's failures are not mine to bear. I don't know why you would think they are. Your father led his men to die, and that is also not my father's fault.
Because he left. He abandoned his post and left his men behind, untrained. Not prepared to take over?
Well, then the mission itself was folly, and not something my father would have permitted. He would have stood up against ranking orders to enforce it, and he would have said, my men will die. Your father should have done the same. Should have considered the lives of his men. Well, that's your father's fault, sir.
I blame your father for what happened to mine.
That's fine.
And what happened to my mother. Marrying my prick of an elvish stepfather.
Again, these are not things that hold any weight with my family. I think you have a sense of erroneous judgment in placing fault for sins of the past. And I think that that is something that you must deal with, your own weight, sir. I bear mine. I ask simply that you bear yours. But if you would like, I will show you that my father must have taught me better than your father taught you. I'll put my puppy down. I stand the fuck up.
I'm gonna step out of the carriage.
Okay.
I will break your hands in front of your men. If you would like to challenge me.
I would love to see you try.
Certainly. To you, and to I, men aside.
If that's what you wish.
Oh, I would love to show you what a true soldier looks like. Should you have your moment of courage. We'll start stepping out of the fucking carriage.
If we're both military men, surely we should command our own armies.
If you think you need yours, certainly. I hope your men are better trained than the ones your father led into battle.
I trust my men.
Yeah. I'm just gonna whack the fucking edge of the carriage. Oh, friends.
I'm already out here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a problem?
What's going on?
Can I cast a spell when that happens?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast Mirror Image and
Okay.
use my divine thing and have 5 Mr. Pigeons step out of the back of this thing.
An actual clown car. I trust my men. Bum, bum.
5 clowns.
All with fucking sickles.
Is it 5 plus you?
5 total.
Okay.
Three mirror images, 1 invoke duplicity, one me.
Yeah, we'll take a brief intermission. I'm going to set up the map and we'll be right back, friends.
Do you have 4 more Mr. Pigeon minis?
I forgot my mini.
Rip.
I don't know what came over me.
Some weird coward in here. Anybody else taste that?
Welcome back, friends.
He's gonna get stuck to me again.
We about to fight some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just won't move. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Who's the lady? Oh, the lady in red is Elena, I'm guessing.
Yes.
She can get out of the carriage?
Yep.
She'll probably hold her own.
I mean, yeah, but like...
Uh-oh.
She's gonna bite him.
Please don't.
Give him the teeth.
Do we want the light on?
Yeah, I'll turn.
I got it.
He's
It's,
got a
it's,
Oh,
it's
never
yeah, it's
mind.
right.
Don't even have to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Lights.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she doesn't have to fight. That's up to you. She just got out of the carriage.
Yeah.
No, I definitely would love to see her fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's up to her, really.
Entirely.
No, that's her decision.
Okay.
There are several men here.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Do all of them have weapons somewhat comparable to what we see?
Yeah, the
in
shield
terms of a
is not-
visualization?
right. So the one in front with the two swords, that is the captain
Piece of
I was
shit.
talking to.
That's
the piece
dude,
of shit.
bro.
That's dude, bro. The guy behind him to my left, closest
dude.
to him, with the
Axe thingy.
yeah, whatever that is.
It's like a cleaver. He's supposed to be like a farm boy.
Yeah, he's a different unit. The other three are the same thing, and then the archer at the back.
Cool.
So it's dude, bro, dude, three dudes, and one bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Archer,
If,
bro.
if you want to label them
as bro.
1 through 6,
Uh-huh.
whoever.
Oh, I got it. My mask just hit me in the eyes.
That's fine.
It's fucking agonizing.
Always love that.
Alright, so dude, bro,
Dude, bro.
Dude, bro,
will be 1.
dude.
Bro, dude will be 2.
Dude, bro is 1.
And then we'll go 3, 4, 5 for the
Dude 3,
generic
dude 4,
dudes.
and dude 5. And then bro.
Alright, are you good on their numbers?
Yep, I
What
got it
on
down.
their names?
Motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we got dude, bro, dude. 3 to 5 is generic bro. 6 is archer, bro.
No. 3 to 5 is generic dude.
Yeah, generic dudes. Archer's a bro.
Yeah, don't forget the dudes, bro.
He's fucking tanked back there throwing 40s at us from a distance. He's gonna fucking tank our goddamn horse and we're not gonna be able to leave.
The intimidation check if I catch and chug the entire floor.
Yes.
Break the bottle. That's
Fucking
my collection.
drunk clown. Fuck that, dude. I'm out.
Drunk clown with sickles.
Yeah, dude.
No, at that point it's 2 halves of a 40 bottle.
Oh no. Mr. Pigeon from Russia now.
Yeah, let's.
The Inquisition's in town.
Let's roll initiative.
Initiative.
Oh no.
That's pretty good. Oh.
Ooh.
I forgot this was open.
What the fuck, Sarah? Those are frogs and toads. Frog of the week, number 4. Why?
Okay.
All over the battlefield.
Okay. Ooh.
I wonder what I'll do.
Yeah, right?
All right.
Could be anything.
15 to 20.
23.
22.
19.
Natural or unnatural?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. 10 to 15.
Sorry, I'm at 16. I was letting you resolve
Oh,
all theirs
yep.
first because they're higher than me.
Yep.
Mike, what were you?
22.
Sarah, you were 23?
No, I was 19.
19. Whew.
Do we have? Where did the whiteboards go? What?
I think.
Are they just going?
I think they're underneath the Arthur skeleton. No, where are the whiteboards? Are they on the
there's
they might
one.
be in the corner. They might be like back here somewhere. I'm not sure.
That's fine.
I mean, I need one.
You don't need one.
Never mind then.
You can have this one that just says DJ Soul. You don't need that.
No, that's a contract.
That's a contract.
Don, there's just boxes and Christmas.
Christmas stuff.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Why are they
Look
on
from
glass? There's nails! Loose nails!
Just a box of loose nails.
They're not nails.
It is just funnier to yell. It's loose nails. Alright, Sarah, do you want one?
Yes, please.
Alright. Let me just creepily
Shipping your way
screech
back.
behind everybody.
Why are they always in a different place?
No.
They've been
thought
back
they
there
were
for
there.
a while.
I also thought they were there. You can take the nice one. I'll take this one that evidently has some kind of toe beans drawing in it.
The Tobin's one.
Alright, thank
I
God.
clearly am the one that used that before.
Thank you.
10 to 15.
Uh-oh.
Is it just Autumn left, or did you?
It's,
Man. Well, I guess you guys. know
That's
about
there
it.
forever, Sarah. I guess we drew it so long ago that it's just etched forever in.
Tobin's, Tobin's.
5
Did
to
you write
10.
the initiative? Got 9.
I
6.
have us so far. Lawrence is a 6 and Autumn is a 9. You're 19, Mike is 22, Paul Nat 20. I'm a 16, Lawrence is a 6.
You not 20? Send me your first.
Yeah.
So we got Rin. Mr. Pigeon. Actually, I'll just wait.
Unless he scummed me and also nat 20. Did you scum me, Don?
No, he asked if yours was natural or not. I feel like he dirtied one.
I did natural 1, but it's lower.
Natural 1?
No, I did natural a 20.
20,
but it
okay,
was-
but his total is, what's your total, 23?
Yeah.
All right. I'll do this now that I've got it in order. First up is going to be Rin.
Cool. I will use my bonus action to Blade Song and then cast Mage Armor.
Mm-hmm.
And I will move myself. Oh, goodness.
Where would you like to go?
That way.
Diagonally?
Yeah, diagonal. 10, 20.
Up or diagonal
Yeah,
still?
diagonal still.
Diagonal still.
20. And then up 1.
Up 1.
Right there. I'll conclude my turn.
Yes.
All right.
100% taunting the guy that's right there. Just giving him the...
Come here, buddy.
Come here.
All right. Next up is going to be Bro Dude. So
Number
number 2.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to move towards Rin.
There you go.
Yep. And he is going to attack Rin.
What does he have?
He has a short sword and a dagger.
Yeah. Having a good time.
That is a natural 20 on the short
Mother!
sword.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
What is the total? It
Uh,
matters.
total is 24.
Yep.
And the other one is a 13, which will not hit.
No.
So you take 11 points of slashing damage.
Crit me.
And he slashes forward as he runs towards you with his short sword, which catches you off guard. And you step backwards a little bit, and he slices through part of your shirt, scraping along your chest. And as he does this, you see as his other hand is coming up from the side with a dagger, and you parry that with your blade. And that is his turn. Next up is Mr. Pigeon.
All right. So I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So we were in the. Could we see who was talking from inside the carriage? Like, would I be aware that the big guy at the front was the one that was...
Yes,
Okay, so
absolutely.
then I'm going to leave him, and I'll go fight the other guy, since you two are trying to brawl.
Got beef.
If I can get that... Yeah, if that can go 30 feet and get behind him, it's okay if, like, I enter range.
This is your 30.
That's the 30? Okay,
Yes.
I can go further, so I can go 35, if you could move me up there, too. Can I go the other way? Okay, gets me to there.
You're fine.
Great. So yeah, I will run up in there then, and I guess I fibbed. I'm gonna hit him because I don't have advantage on the other guy with my thing. So yeah, I will then using my the copy of me. I will have that deliver and inflict wounds on the guy.
Sure.
So that's a natural 20.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Good night.
Thank you.
We don't even know
Sweet
this guy's
prince.
name.
And we never will.
Yeah, he's shit.
Send in the clowns.
Yeah.
How many clowns are attacking this guy at the moment?
It's just the real pigeon.
Oh, I kind of just pictured like the
43 necrotic damage.
Is he 40?
Okay.
I
He
did.
crit on it.
I mean,
Right.
As I'll have him deliver that, I guess, for the flavor with the sickle.
43 damage to Dude Bro as you swing your sickle towards him and it catches and wraps around his arm and you watch as this dark necrotic energy erupts from the edge of the blade and just like crawls up his arm and he just like, my God, what are you?
The clowns!
The Inquisition.
Free item interaction. I'm gonna squeak my nose. That's my turn.
Does it make a
You don't
noise?
fuck with the Inquisition.
It's true. All right, next up, Dandelion.
I am going. I guess I would have probably used my movement to climb on top of the carriage where I
Okay.
currently am.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to.
Blast.
What shall I do?
Asking the question like you don't know the answer. Skate to one song and one song only.
Why? Why is it not here?
What are you looking for?
Hex. It's a first level spell.
It automatically goes up in level because the way lock works is all your spells are now casted at
Yeah,
the
they're at
up
highest level.
Oh, sorry, I did have something that I needed to do as a reaction at the end of that with,
Mr. Pigeon.
was that 3? There behind him?
Yeah.
3 is here.
Yeah, he's going to use his reaction and move 5 feet into the space closest to his captain and make an attack against Mr. Pigeon.
Okay, is he gonna make it against me or my duplicate?
I guess it would be against the duplicate because
Well, if they have any knowledge of spell casting, my duplicate is
They're-
standing next to me.
yeah,
I'm
they
like
don't know what's
my
going
image
on.
is moving all over the place from your image.
Yeah, they're going to hit the duplicate because that's what delivered the
Sure.
attack. So that is going to be a 16 to hit.
That would hit my AC. Yeah.
Okay.
So they would hit that and know that that's not real then.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it would connect and
Okay.
they would be able to tell that
Yep.
that is fake.
So they know that it is a duplicate now.
Mhm.
That's it. Sorry.
Still you.
Still me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going. This guy's still looking fine, I assume.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Hex on him
Mm-hmm.
with my bonus action. And then, surprise, surprise, I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm shocked.
What are you picking for your
Um,
save?
I've really seen it coming.
Strength.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
That's gonna be 12 points of force damage.
And who was that at? I'm sorry. That's on Dude Bro.
Dude, bro. Yeah, first guy,
Mhm.
and then 1d6 for. And 4 points of necrotic, right? For Hex.
Yep.
So, 16 points of damage.
Okay. You watch as Dandelion from atop of the carriage forms her hands into this eldritch symbol as a marking appears in the center of this man's chest, and this purple energy erupts from her hands and strikes down at him, hitting him in the chest as this mark erupts. Next up in the order is Elena.
Donna rolled a 16 for my con save. I forgot about it.
Okay, cool.
What are you concentrating on?
Mage armor.
What con?
I'm an idiot.
I'm scared for Europe, yeah.
It's burned into my mind that it has concentration for some reason.
I think you're trying to think of whether or not it was brand for haste, whether or not it was like because your armor had a spell invoked in it. That's the only thing I could think that might be comparison for you.
Probably.
What's Elena doing?
She's going to firebolt the man in front of Rin.
Firebolt, number 2.
Mhm.
Cool.
That does not hit. That is her turn. Next up is Dude Bro. Captain Boy.
Captain Dude Bro.
Captain Boy.
So he is going to charge Marcus.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I welcome this fate.
he is going to move out of range of Mr. Pigeon and his duplicate and charge up to Marcus's face.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Can I slash him in the back with my reaction?
Yes, you can. He is also going to use his reaction, and as you swirl around at his back, he is going to...
Oh my god.
Don't do that, please.
He's going to whip back with his sword and strike behind him.
Okay.
Thought you broke something.
I thought I broke
It's when
my
he
hand.
leaves, right? So he's still in range of both
Yeah.
me. Okay, just for the. It's so hard to read. 8, 14 to hit.
14 will not hit.
Okay.
His attack is going to be a 21. But you have you have your image up.
Yes. So. No, it'll hit me.
Okay.
I'll just place him here because he's continuing his movement.
You're going to take 4 points of slashing damage as he strikes behind him and screams and charges towards Marcus.
Okay.
That was with his reaction. So he's going to run up to Marcus and he is going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to swing at you first with his short sword. Nope, that's a 10. He's going to swing again with his short sword. That is a 22.
Yes.
For 6 points of slashing. He swings down with his short sword once and you parry it away. He swings back and slices across your midsection slightly. And then he stabs towards you with his dagger with his other hand. That is a 22 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 4 points of piercing damage. Fantastic. Then he is going to use his bonus action. Who's
Oh no.
who's in the front of...
That?
Yes.
That is Shay.
Okay. Is he 15 feet away or is he more?
He's within 15-ish.
Okay.
Approximately. It depends on the radius for what you're going for. Circle or square or...
That's fine. He's going to use his bonus action to use harrying attack. He's going to move the 15 feet and make an additional attack against Shay.
Cool.
And that is a 19.
Does that have anything with affecting my reaction attack? Or... no, technically he could place himself here if he wants to be in between.
Yeah, he's
the two
gonna
of us.
he's gonna slice at you and then dance
Yeah, that's fine.
sideways and spin around.
Mm-hmm.
All these dancing enemies.
That is 4 points of slashing damage. That is his turn. Everything is used for him. Next up is Marcus.
Cool. Oh, alright, turn around.
Mm-hmm.
How does he look?
He looks a little rough, but he's not bloodied. But he definitely, his arm is charred from Mr. Pigeon's horrible necrotic energy.
Mm-hmm.
Wounded.
Wounded,
Some
yes.
might say.
Yes.
Mm. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna provoke from him.
Sure.
If you want to resolve that first.
He used his reaction on his turn
Oh,
to
he
hit
did,
Mr.
yes. Yeah,
Pigeon.
he used this reaction
yes,
too.
during his turn,
Yep.
not on the outside of his turn. I'm going to use my action. I'm going to use my Channel Divinity. I'm going to use Conquering Presence. Everything that I'm choosing everything within 30 feet of me. Please make Wisdom saving throws. I'm not choosing my allies. I can choose to not choose
absolutely.
them. The DC is 13.
Okay.
What resolving order would you like to do?
We'll do generic bro 3.
Correct. He is still within 30. So you're doing generic 3, the one right in front of me?
Yes.
Cool.
That is a 10.
So he fails.
Generic dude 3 is fail.
4.
Yep. That is a 17.
17 pays. You want to do 5?
We'll do 5. 9 fail.
We'll go to 2.
Did you get all of them?
Yes.
Nice.
That's a 16.
Yes. We'll come to Boss Man 1.
That's bro dude is pass. Boss man. Boss man is an 8.
Yeah, Boss Man fails. Number 1. Fail. And then 6 is the last guy.
19.
Yes. 6. Do you have the things for the markers?
They're right
Underneath?
under the things there.
Oh my god, these are so hard to read. There we go. 3, 5, and 1. Good.
Just put it on top of them.
5 and 3. Who is right in front?
They're what, afraid of you?
Right.
Nice. He wears it like a sash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to turn. I am going to stay in my spot. I cast Compelled Duel on him with my bonus action. Please make another Wisdom saving throw.
That is an 8 again.
Fantastic.
So can he? So he has to fight you, but he can't move towards you.
Welcome to my lock chain.
Oh my god.
I'm going to announce to everyone, don't touch him. He's mine. Yes, it's... You are drawn to me for the duration. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me,
Yep.
and you have to make a wisdom save each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay.
So you can't run from me, you can't come towards me, and if you attack somebody else, you have disadvantage.
Okay.
It ends if I attack any other creature. I'm not gonna do that. Stay there, buddy. Everyone else is gonna kill all your people, and then we're gonna fucking fight. Yeah. So, I'm good.
Okay. Next up is generic bro number 4. He is going to move up to Marcus.
Number 4?
Yep. Or can he?
He can.
He's not frightened. Okay.
Yeah, number 4 is not
yeah.
frightened.
Yeah, he's going to move up to you and he's going to
Cool.
attack.
Come hit me in the front and flank me.
That is a 14, which does not hit.
14 hits. I'm in half AC.
Cool.
Because I'm not wearing my full armor.
That's right. That is 2 points of slashing damage.
Keeping Compelled Duel.
Cool. Next up is generic bro number 5.
5 is
Is
frightened.
And
So,
he is
5 is here. He can go towards Rin, technically, because that is not
yeah,
towards me.
He is going to do that.
Disadvantage on your attack rolls. I am still within your line of sight.
Yep. That is a 15.
No.
Okay. Next up is Twig.
Okay.
Sorry?
This was 4 before.
4
then
went,
5.
4 then 5. Yeah, I missed the order.
I'm gonna move up to there.
To
Yeah.
hit number 2.
Yep.
You're this one, right?
And
If you go to this one, you can flank him because that one is Paul.
okay.
That's +2 to your hit.
All right, and I'll use my rapier. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, nat 20 and
Yes!
Fuck that.
Let me CC lock everything for everyone else so they can crit, Don.
Please, he crit me. Help.
It's sneak attack too.
Yeah.
I'm still a wizard.
Rogues. Cleric with casting inflict wounds.
Save me.
Eat the crits.
8, 7.
Grab your little calculator.
That's not good.
I don't like doing it by hand. I'm terrible at math. So.
We love when we need a calculator at level 3.
Plus,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
plus 12.
Yeah, rogues.
I love frightened log.
Plus your mod.
Time to introduce some
Whatever.
monsters.
Oh.
Trying to tax us.
I'm the goddamn tax man.
39. Okay. He is going to use his reaction and he's going to hit you back. But yes, you are going to do 39 to Bro Dude. He is bloodied. Very bloodied. He is going to attack back at you. That is a 15 to hit
It will hit. Yep.
for 4 points of slashing damage. I'm sorry, 5 points. Looking at the wrong stat block.
Alright. That's it for me.
Yep. Anything else?
You still have your bonus action. Yeah, I don't know if you have like a dagger you carry or anything, but you could make an attack without a mod.
You know, I do have a dagger. I always forget about that. Yep. So I guess I'll use my bonus action and use my dagger.
Stab him.
Shank him with it.
Mm-hmm.
There's my- It's a 19 to hit
That hits.
and 2 damage.
Okay. He's not yet dead, but he looks really bad. Next up is Shay.
Are you good or do you need me to? I wasn't sure if
No,
you
I
were
got
like.
Sarah.
It's not
Third
space.
time.
This isn't. Oh, I guess it's gonna go back.
Over here.
It's better just.
It's got a 2 protect.
We watched Rin get fucking murdered. And then all rallied around our poor
Was it
wizard
a
boy.
+2?
Young master, no!
+2 right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, +2.
Assuming a 10
Rogues to
doesn't
my
hit.
side.
10 does
All
not
right.
hit.
Rally to me.
That one's 17.
Yep, that'll hit.
My hex is stuck on this guy.
Right. Sorry. It'll be worth it. It's a minute, yeah?
An hour.
An hour? I'm gonna pin this motherfucker down then and just pummel him in the face. You chose strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's getting held down.
Yeah, I had a feeling you wanted to do that.
Yes, 100%.
Wounded, bloody.
Tell me again about your father.
Describe how you kill Bro Dude.
Bro dude. Which
Yeah,
bro dude is
number 2.
2?
Well, it's surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, boop.
I'm just gonna stab him in the gut.
Yeah. So he is standing there with his short sword and his dagger in hand, and you watch as Shay walks up and swipes at him with one of his blades, which he ducks back, and then he comes and catches him right in the gut. Center mass, and he just wide-mouthed falls to his knees and crumbles to the ground in front of Shay, who pulls the blade out.
I'll remove him in 1 second. I'm just trying to... There it is. For some reason, Channel Divinity is listed for features, but also not removable as the square.
Oh no!
Twig! legs.
Everyone's now just circled around his dead body.
Yeah, I mean, I rallied around the clowns. I saw where this fight was going.
Send in.
Yeah, we got a street fight over here.
You want a street fight with me? You don't even know who I am.
Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Cool. Generic dude number 3.
It's canon now.
Where's he at?
Pigeon's rolling.
Number
back
3 is
behind
right
Mr.
behind me.
Pigeon.
He is
Yeah.
fighting.
He's going to stab you in the back.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's disadvantaged, right? Uh-huh.
You do have the flanking, so you still get the +2. But yes, he has disadvantage because he is frightened of me.
No, he rolled a 3 and a 4 on the die. That's
Nice.
not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna miss.
He's distracted by all the clowns, dude.
Yeah, he's just-
I gotta stab this knight, dude, but oh my god!
You just watch as he just like looks at Marcus, but you can see that his one eye is looking as Mr. Pigeon just breathing, holding the sickles as his body shifts back and forth in front of his vision. And he stabs and is like not remotely close to Marcus's mask. Like with his crossed eyes, it looks like it hit, and he's like, "Yeah, we did it," but he won't look. He can't look away.
He's a little dizzy from.
Yeah, he's real fucked up by the 6 clowns in front of him.
So many stripes.
5 clowns.
Just.
Is it? Is
Five.
that's 5
Five
total.
clowns.
Sorry, 5 total clowns. It's still bad. Next up is Archer Bro.
Sorry, at the end of his turn, he can repeat the save against my frightened.
Cool. Nope, 5.
Cool. That is the first one that has gone that is frightened, because this guy had already gone, or this
Correct.
guy. This is 5. He's going
That's
now.
5. He went after 4. He went before Twig did.
Okay, he can also repeat the save. Sorry.
16.
Yeah, he'll pass. He'll be out of it.
Cool.
I thought 5 had already gone.
The little guy.
So next up is Archer Bro, who is going to launch an arrow at the shifting Mr. Pigeon
Mm-hmm.
with his crossbow. That's a 16.
That will hit, and it will hit one of the shifty images on me.
Very good.
So one of the shifty bits will disappear. I'm a little less shifty.
Okay.
Get rid
You
of
still
the
have
shifty
2.
bits.
Yep.
Yeah, so he pulls back his crossbow and fires it into the shifting mass that is Mr. Pigeon right now, and strikes one of them, as in like a puff of like twinkly smoke. It disappears and sprinkles to the ground like fresh snow in a snow globe, and then you just see the continuous shifting of Mr. Pigeon. Back to the top of the order, Rin.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my blade and like in anger reel back this guy right here in front of me. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on him.
Yep.
It's 2nd level.
Unlimited power.
Oh no. 14?
14 hits.
Okay, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
No!
rolled
an
double.
11 and a 1!
That's still fine.
12!
Okay, he looks very bad.
All right. That is...
That's 5.
Correct. Guy over here. This is 5. Yes.
Okay.
1 second.
Oh, I forgot to put me on this list.
I will bonus action
Sadly, same.
You go.
and cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
So in my other hand,
Right, yeah.
No.
create a shadowy blade.
Okay, so what Rin does on his turn is he pulls his arms behind him and pushes the blades as these like ripples of rocks run through the ground and unburrow and shoot these green bolts of energy up and strike this man in the chest. And then Rin looks to one side and summons this shadowy dark energy blade in his hand.
And that'll conclude my turn.
Cool. Mr. Yeah, he's terrified. Mr. Shifty.
All right. So I guess that guy just shot me, huh? I'm gonna cartwheel toward him with my duplicates. I think I have enough movement. I move 35. The duplicate can move 30 on a bonus action. Cool.
Here.
And all right, I'm gonna try to inflict wounds on this man.
He leaves 3 if you did want to do something at him with
Yep.
3.
I sure do.
That's disadvantage still.
Yes, he's still frightened of me.
Yep.
And still is literally right behind me.
Yeah. That will be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Does it hit you or does it hit Shifty Bits?
Shifty bits.
All right. Another shift is a sprinkling
little bit
of
of
fresh,
shifty bits left.
yeah, a sprinkling of fresh snow as it twinkles to the ground, and Mr. Pigeon shifts a little bit less.
And then I got a 17 to hit him with inflict wounds.
Yes, that does hit. As
Touch
you
his
do
ass.
this, he is going to use his reaction. It'll still hit and do the damage, but he is going to tumble backwards as you are doing this and shoot a crossbow bolt at you.
Sure. It'll be 16 necrotic.
Okay.
No, that's a 10. That'll be 20 necrotic.
Okay, so as your necrotic damage flies towards him, the bolt flies off. He dies, and he rolls a natural 20, and I would like to see if it hits you or your Shifty Bits.
Sure. I think I need something real high for it to be a shifty bit.
Above 8 or above 10?
Above 11. That is a 17. It'll hit a shifty bit.
Okay, so he, as you start to cast this spell, he dashes and flips 5 feet backwards and rolls up, and as this crossbow bolt leaves, this necrotic energy strikes him in the face, instantly killing them as this crossbow bolt strikes with force into the last Shifty Bit of Mr. Pigeon.
Since he killed 2 of my
Sprinkling
shifty
fresh
bits,
snow.
I want to deliver the inflict wounds with myself by grabbing his head.
Sure.
Just-
Yeah, you. I'll say that he
Sleep on him
he
and hold
trips
it.
as he tumbles backwards,
Your
and you
thumbs in his
just
eyes.
you walk over towards him, flip your sickles, slap him at your side, and just press his eyes in.
What the fuck?
Yikes.
After cartwheeling over. It was a game at first.
That was Archer.
Like my
Archer
shifty
boy.
bits.
Well, that was Mike's turn, technically. But
Yes.
yes, if number 6 is the one that has died, if you want to remove
Yeah,
number 6.
Yep. Dandelion.
I'm next. I don't like this guy who just attacked my good friend Marcus, so I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Mhm.
What is this, 4?
This guy? Yes,
Yeah.
that's 4.
Number 4. It's going to be a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Going to be 9 points of force damage.
Yeah, you watch as Dandelion looks off of the cart and kind of like waves at the guy and then strikes a purple bolt of energy across the ground as it just rips up dirt as it flies through the air, striking into his back as he just like gets slightly pushed forward.
It's my turn.
All right. Elena, she is going to firebolt the same person that shot at, that Dandelion shot at, but that will not hit.
I would like to at least yell in her area to rally to me.
Sure.
Just because I would like for her to move in my
Sure,
direction.
absolutely. Yeah, she's going to circle around, not getting in range of the man, and rally over to Marcus.
There you go. That's why she's in the middle. Near us. Near friends.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Dude Bro, who cannot move and has no one to attack.
What's up?
So he is going to do the only thing that he can, and he's going to throw his dagger towards Marcus.
With a whole enemy in the way.
And there's a guy in the way,
Yeah.
so... that is unfortunate.
30. I don't know the throwing distance for dagger off the top of my head.
Marcus is tall.
I'm
I
tall.
think it's pretty far.
Yeah.
Dagger throwing.
You can clip me right in the chin.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're still frightened, you have disadvantage.
It's
Yeah.
2016.
It's at the end of his turn that he remakes the save?
End of the turn for the save for the frightened check. Yes.
No, that's a 4 and a 5 on the die, so that will certainly not hit.
I'm just gonna smile at him.
Yep.
I'll be right there.
He is going to
Feel
use...
real bad?
No, well, yes.
This is how you compel duel.
I can't even. Fuck. He's 1 HP off bloodied and he can't use the fucking thing. It's so sad. It's fine. He can't move. really, because he's not going to run. So
He can go that way.
he can go
He
that
can
way.
go that way.
That
He
doesn't
can come over towards these people if you want him to go over towards these people. I am over here.
Yeah,
He can go that direction.
Is there a way that he can circle, not get any closer, and still hit somebody?
Can he circle? Yeah.
He can come to like this general area for sure.
He's going to go stab at Rin.
He can catch any of these people. Who are you catching?
He's going to stab. He's going to actually Shay killed his friend. He's going to stab
Go
Shay.
ahead, buddy.
Yeah, he's going to circle to Shay and stab Shay with disadvantage. Wow, that fucking sucks. A 20 and a natural 1.
That's. It feels bad, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
You almost nat 20 me twice.
Okay.
Damn.
So he stabs towards Shay with his short sword, and Shay, with one of his blades, parries the sword into the ground.
And then I'm gonna smack him on the cheek and say, "You really should respect the the duel, you know." Your father really didn't teach you.
What night did you learn, sir?
It's just gonna end with us corralling them into a circle.
And it is going to
Sit
consume his other attack as you jam it into the ground, tap him lightly on the cheek, and say that as he looks up with you angrily, with anger in his eyes. Not with angrily.
With
angrily in his eyes.
He's got anger eyes.
Just in case.
Next up is
Angry
Marcus.
eyes.
That's what it is.
Well, I'm going to do the only thing I can do. I'm going to slide, not leave.
Yep.
Stand here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to utilize my action to lay on hands myself for 12 to go back to full.
Okay.
And I will again yell to my good friends, rally to me.
Mm-hmm.
Did you repeat the saving throw for his frightened, by the way?
I did not. That is a 15.
15 passes. He's no longer frightened. And I don't believe he repeats for compelled duel. It only ends if I do things to break it. But he'll still have disadvantage because I have not yet attacked anything else. So yeah, I'll use my action to lay on hands myself. I will slide to this position and yell out rally to me still. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up is generic 4.
Generic 4 is this guy right here with me.
Okay. Yeah, he can't move away from you. That is a problem.
Number 4?
Yep.
I'll tell you outright, I would not end up attacking him. I do not want to break my compelled duel on number 1.
Fair enough.
And he is not frightened.
Okay. Yeah, he would move over to be next to his captain.
Sure.
And he would attack Twig on the outskirts there. He is not one of the ones that's frightened, right?
He is not frightened,
Okay,
correct.
Cool. Twig 15. Okay. That is 6 points of slashing damage as he slashes into you with this long curved scimitar blade, striking you in the side and cutting your leotard a little bit. Next up is going to be 5, who is also going to circle around with his captain. He's going to stand on the...
5?
Oh, 5's... Okay.
5 is this guy over here.
Got it.
He's not frightened, but he could get to here. He would leave Shay.
No, he's fine where he is in terms of being close enough to his captain.
Okay.
So he's going to stab at Ren right in front of him.
Okay.
That is a 24.
Why are you rolling like a savage?
I don't
against me? My AC's 20. Like, fuck off. Are you kidding me?
I'm rolling shit against everybody but you.
He's out to get you.
Yeah, you take 5 points of slashing damage as he strikes.
Fuck that.
into
No,
your
I'm going
chest.
to reaction shield. Get out of here. 25. Nope.
Yeah, so he swings towards you with your scimitar, and as it's about to hit you, you cross your blades, this regular sword and this shadow blade, as this blue energy erupts and just pushes back his scimitar as he, like, stumbles slightly backwards over the ground.
God damn it.
Twig, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna spin around with my rapier and hit
Number
the
4.
guy right behind me. Yeah. It's a 16.
That will hit.
Uh, 15 damage.
Describe how you kill number 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my rapier out, spin around, and just slit the guy's throat.
Sure. So you watch as Twig just with the blade. It's in your right hand,
Yeah.
I guess, since you're spinning this way.
Yeah.
You watch as she just kind of like her hand twitches slightly, and she just swings in one quick movement and slices across the man's chest, and he just looks at you in confusion before blood just slowly drips down from his neck, and he falls to the ground at your feet. And generic dude 4 is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Shay.
Disengage as a bonus action. Come over here and whack-a-mole.
Mm-hmm.
It's 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Uh, 13 damage.
Yep. You stab into him with your dagger as it just, again, center mass, just like the other guy, right in the gut. He's not dead, but he's looking bad.
I'm gonna grin at him.
Hey.
Bruh. Dude.
Yeah, as the dagger sinks in, you just, like, grin at him slightly. And he just kind of looks like, oh, God. What have we gotten ourselves into? And you just wrench the dagger back out.
I'll look at Marcus and say, this one's mine.
Have him.
Next up is number 3, who is going to stab you back.
Enjoy your fighting.
That is a 13.
Nope.
Yep, so he stabs towards you as again, his blades are shaking a little bit, still a little bit tilted from the visage of Mr. Pigeon, and also you stabbing him directly in the gut and smiling at him. And he stabs weakly with his scimitar, and you just parry it away with your blade effortlessly. Back up to the top of the order, Ren.
Fuck this guy right in front of me. I'm gonna attack him with my sword, right hand.
The shadowy one?
No, that's in my offhand.
Okay.
So 13.
13 will hit.
Okay, great. Oh, stop. Oh, whatever. 6 plus 3. So that will hit for 6 total, slashing.
That's on number 5.
Yes.
Yep. Describe how you kill number 5.
Just right across the neck into the chest.
Sure. So you swing with your blade and you stab right into his neck and just jerk downwards across his torso as his flesh just tears and the clothing rips as he just crumples to the ground, and you just pull your blade out and he falls face first at your feet.
So how does Compel Duel work?
If you make an attack against him, it will break Compel Duel. He has disadvantage if he attacks anybody other than me, and if he attempts to move more than 30 feet away from me, he has to make a wisdom save to even be able to move. If he fails the wisdom save, he cannot go more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay.
But yes, if anybody else attacks him, and if I attack anybody other than him.
Alright, I'll just kind of turn toward him.
Is he still frightened?
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not
he
anymore.
passed on his repeat.
Yep.
But again,
So you said he has disadvantage against other people?
he has disadvantage on his attack rolls against anybody else, yes. Because he is still still compelled to duel me, and he's not coming to me.
Next up is Dandelion.
Oh, it's me already?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Pigeon.
Sure. Yeah, I guess, well, the only guy left is that guy. Let's get me in there.
Cartwheel back over to
Yeah,
him.
Alright, so I want to just attack with my sickles.
Sure.
Sorry. That's going to be a 23 to hit, and I'm going to do the offhand too. Just do it now. And a 15 to hit.
Yeah, he will die. He has 2 health left.
So I want to hook the sickles like scissors and just kick.
Yep. So you cartwheel over to him, land right next to him, sickles around the neck and kick him to the side, and you watch as this man is just beheaded as the sickles slice through his neck and his body crumples to the ground and his head just kind of bounces across the ground as Mr. Pigeon just has his crossed sickles like scissors over where this man's torso used to be.
I want to finish my movement to kick his head like a football and hold the sickles up. I
like-
just punt it.
Yes.
Make
What direction?
just roll it.
Away.
Roll a d20.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you kick his head like a pro soccer player, and it just goes fucking sailing into the woods.
Bend it like
Team
Beckham.
Rocket blasting off again. His head is just gone. It will never be found. It is deep into the woods on the side of the road.
Someone's gonna find it one day and just
Yeah,
be
someone's gonna
horrified.
find a headless, just a skull in the woods with nothing else. Take fine.
It's just the one guy left.
Mm-hmm.
My movement's only 25, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna move towards Marcus.
Marcus.
We'll say you get to there as you leap.
Yeah, Dandelion runs and just like happily leaps off of the top of the cart, jumping down onto the spot, patting the dog, jumping to the ground, and continuing onto the ground where she heads towards her friends. Elena is not going to do anything. She's going to respect the fact that you said not to attack. She looks towards you. You've got this. I won't intervene.
Yes, something along those lines for sure.
His turn.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to... Well, it's you. You're right there. So he is going to attack you. He has disadvantage. He can't... He can't... Or no, he can move now.
He can move. He's not frightened.
He is going to...
Does he see his out?
Make me shield again. Do it.
He's going to back away and circle around towards Marcus. He'll provoke attacks from Twig and Rin.
He would. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, he's not going to cross into other people's spaces, and he's going to move into Marcus's space and attack.
I'm gonna wink as he goes away.
Sure. Go ahead and make your opportunity attacks.
You get one. Did you
Wouldn't
shield?
Oh,
No.
you shielded. That's right.
No, I did not shield. I shielded
Mess with the
last turn.
Oh, yeah.
So wouldn't damage mess with the duel?
He's gonna not have disadvantage on attacking me anyway, so
Oh,
you guys
okay.
can absolutely attack him. I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Because
Because if he's gonna run over to me, I don't
Yeah.
fucking care.
yeah, I'll use my offhand.
Sure.
I mean, he ran at me at the onset of the fight anyway.
19.
I would have absolute
19 will
belief
hit.
that he will run at me.
13.
15.
15 will not hit. So yours will hit.
I'll take 6 psychic damage.
Okay. As he runs, and you're hitting him with a melee attack with your offhand, he is going to swing back with his short sword and strike at you as he runs using his reaction. That is a 20.
That is my AC. Son of a bitch. You rolled 20 and higher
Yeah.
every time.
I rolled 15 on the die. He's a +5.
Are you kidding me?
That's capped. You take 9.
I'm down. You got it. Because I used my reaction.
He
You fucking I saved my offhand attack because of the duel, and then
You can use your reaction if you want.
You said 6 points? 6 points?
Yeah, psychic.
yeah, 6 points of psychic.
Right. So he strikes back at you as you hit him with this shadow blade, striking you across the chest and catching you off guard. And you watch as Rin falls. He's going to look deep into your eyes, Marcus, and he is going to swing at you with his short sword. This is from my father. 22.
Yeah.
For 8 points of slashing damage as he strikes you across the chest. 17, same thing. For 4 points of slashing, and then stab in with the dagger in his offhand. That will miss, as you just knock it away with your maul.
I don't have my maul out, though.
Oh,
I've literally just been standing.
you literally just parry his blade away with your hand.
No.
I have the silver gauntlet, so if you want me to catch the fucking dagger, I would love to be able to do that.
Absolutely, sure. He slices across your chest twice and then comes into the side again, the same as you had seen him do towards Rin, and you just reach out with your gauntlet and just grab the blade. And just push against the force of his hand as you just hold his blade in midair. Cool. Next up, Marcus.
Hold and lean in close, and I'm going to wrap my arm around him and attempt to pseudo-embrace him. I'm going to whisper in his ear and cast command. I'm going to say, forgive. You can make a wisdom save.
That is an 8.
He fails. He has to use his action to forgive himself. That's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Twig.
I mean, are we doing anything like that?
You can beat the shit out of him if you want. You can absolutely come beat the shit out of him.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'll come up behind him.
Yep. We got 3 sides. That's 5.
Nope, not gonna hit. That's a 2.
Oh, yep.
Nope, that will not hit. Shay.
Offhand?
Oh yeah, do you have your offhand?
It's a 5.
5 will not hit.
We have 3/4 flanking. It's +5. I don't know what her other bonuses are.
10 plus what? What's your?
16.
Yep, that'll hit.
There you go.
I didn't realize it was +5.
Yeah, we've got 3
So
out
would
of the
that be
4
only
applicable sides.
No, it would be
It would
your.
still-
Yeah,
okay.
it would still be the dagger, so it's just a D4, no mod. But
You can
Sneak attack, yeah. Oh,
is that almost all capped?
What a sad.
Yeah, even without the mod.
Yeah, no mod, but
Okay, yeah, so that's 13.
Run the dagger into his back.
Yep, you come up behind him and you swing with your rapier as it misses, and then you sink the dagger deep into his back as he just...
Still holding him. Just whisper in his ear.
He is bloodied now. He was bloodied from Ren's attack.
Very good.
I forgot to mention that.
It's all good.
Next up, Shay.
You look like you've got this. I'm going to pat Marcus on the back and use my bonus action to help him.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to use my action to try to tend to this man. And by tend to this man, I mean...
He bled out.
Look at all these stab wounds. Oh my god. They really got him.
Who would do such a thing to a young master?
I'm going to use my action or whatever if I can make
Sure.
some sort of
Like a medicine check?
medicine
Yep.
check or...
Yeah, absolutely.
Stabilize him?
Yep, go ahead and make a medicine check to stabilize the young master.
It's 13.
Yay. He is stabilized.
No death saves, buddy.
Then...
great. I didn't know there was a thing that popped up when you put in 0, by the way.
Yeah.
Have you never?
Get closer.
Have you never?
No
gone
deaths,
down?
Paul.
I mean, not
since
frequently.
we've been using D&D Beyond, really. I don't
Yeah,
think,
maybe
actually.
like once or
Maybe
twice
it's
with
Arthas.
Arthas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That'd
doesn't...
be scary.
he
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
use
it's horrifying.
Beyond,
Yeah,
so-
Yeah.
It is. I've seen it a lot.
Yes, you have,
So
buddy.
many times.
I want it to feel like home.
I just need to go
I
there.
just want you to see the skulls at all times.
It's just the picture of a fucking Wolverine sitting with the picture, and it's just me looking at the death saving throws screen. Rin, your turn.
Stable at 0.
You're stable
Yeah,
at 0.
Yeah.
Mr. Pigeon.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna walk up to this guy and I'll look at Marcus, and I'll just gesture at him with a sickle.
Yeah, I'll shake my head.
All right. Yeah, I'll make 2 sickle attacks.
Let him learn what it is like to lead men.
So it's a dirty 20 or 19 and 25.
Both will hit.
Oh, the first one for 4. And the second one for 6 with no mod. So 10 total.
Okay.
Then that's me.
All right.
Get him with the 2 sickles.
Yeah, you slice across this side with your 2 sickles in one smooth motion as he just continues to, like, be in shock from the dagger in his back and the slicing sickles at his side. Next up, Dandelion.
So much has changed since I made this decision. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna move the rest of my
Do you want to come up to here?
yes. I'm gonna do that.
Fucking fiesta going on.
And I'm gonna use my Fey presence.
Mhm.
Scare him.
Yeah. I'm gonna scare him.
Book him.
Please make a wisdom saving throw.
I am very intimidating.
15.
It does not work.
Sorry.
I am apparently not very scared.
Shocker.
Really? I'm surprised. I don't understand.
meanie.
Yeah, Dandelion just kind of like
friend.
just kind of creeps over. Do you say something as you creep over to this man and yell at his
I
back?
would just like puff my chest out, and with the dragon on my head, also probably doing.
Yeah, and
Doing
he-
the same.
He is facing the other direction with a dagger in his back and does not remotely see the tiny dandelion just puffed up at his, like behind him.
Maybe like opening my mouth and like showing off my like slightly pointy teeth.
Yeah, you bare your fangs at him and he he's just been stabbed and sliced. Next up is Elena, who again is just going to turn and just look at him and just not do anything.
Yeah, good. That's his turn.
Yep, it is his
And
turn.
you get to interpret what forgive means. Consumes his whole action, though.
Yep.
And then he has to end his turn. But
Yeah.
thematically, you can choose what forgive means for this man.
He has to end his turn after that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
command's good.
Yeah.
Takes the whole action. The
yeah.
whole round.
So as Twig pulls the dagger out of his back, and Mr. Pigeon returns the Dickles. The Dickles?
Did you say the
No, nobody said
said
the Dickles.
The Diggles.
How did you
Diggle?
know what I named it?
honorable hero Diggle.
You whispered it about him. You got him a month later.
I now dual wield Diggles.
Oh,
Really thought you said.
damn it. No,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
I
actually
said
bad. That's a
Diggles.
bad image.
Spiritual.
Oh no.
There's
Oh, Lord. As the sickles return to Mr. Pigeon's side,
It's tongue twisting.
it is. Hence why I said Dickles. He is going to just look at Marcus and kind of weakly smile at you as a single tear runs down his face, and he just stabs both of his blades into the ground and just kneels in front of you.
Good.
That's his turn.
I'm going to pull out my manacles.
Yep.
I'm going to bind this man's hands.
Mm-hmm.
And with my free item interactions, I will step onto his weapons. I think that's a choice that you should have made a very long time ago, sir. I'll hoist him up by his collar in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, friends. I think that this will be very helpful to us as we approach Southport. Having pat him on the head. A new friend of sorts.
I think maybe we should make sure that this tax money gets to the correct location.
Yes, it should. Oh, yes, it should. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that, obviously the weapons that he has visible, that he has nothing else on him.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm
you-
going
you-
to lead him away from his weapons back towards our carriage.
Yeah, so you pull a few daggers off of him and you search through his pockets. And in his pockets, you find a singular black black and gray stone with white bands of carved lines wrapping around it, thicker at the bottom and thinner at the top, that have been like chiseled in and carved into the rough silhouette of a face.
Cool. Take that and hold it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about this tonight. I believe that you can be a better man than the man you have been so far. And I would like to ensure that that happens. But I will need you to tell me what drove you to this path, so that I may unsow those seeds.
All right.
My name is Marcus Shaw IV. What is your name, friend?
My name is Murdoch Palmer III.
Good to meet you, soldier. I'm going to lead him over to my caravan.
Mm-hmm.
I have a seat with this boy.
Mm-hmm. We are going to pick up there next week. And I'll make sure that you guys adequately search the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did it. Very
I
scary.
do want to become famous, Don.
I really do. Wow, 2 of them? Oh my god! We're so lucky! Holy shit!
Right?
We're gonna be double famous. I'm sorry, we're wanna become
No.
famous? Yeah, I do. I
Now,
really do.
if you're double famous, is that like a double negative and they just cancel it out?
chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Fuck, we're not gonna be famous.
See, if it was 3, we'd have been fine, but double, they cancel out. Now we're not famous again.
I think you mean famous.
We're not famous. Sounds really unfortunate. Anyway, thank you guys for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll be back on Sunday for the Veiled Forests of Orvigo, and then we'll be live again on Tuesday for the City of Oshwamp, and next Friday for the Lost Kings of Adoris. If you're new here, make sure you follow us so you can find us again, or you can go to our website, notgreatrpg.com. We've got links to our podcasts, our YouTube channel. We have links to a bunch of different coupons for tabletop companies. You can join our Discord. We have a big Discord community where we talk about a whole bunch of fun stuff, food, books, all that kind of stuff, D&D, games, whatever you want, really whatever you want. Pets, we love animals. Animals are great. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.